So today I filmed for you this holiday look. I did something more simple and with a bold lip. So I was like, I'm gonna do something that everybody can do on Christmas or Christmas Eve. I hope you guys enjoy it and have a Merry Christmas, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. So first I'm going to be starting off with my Bare Minerals Prime Time Brightening Foundation Primer. I love this primer so much because it is luminous and it really does the job of keeping things in place and not settling into my fine lines. I'm also speeding up a lot of the clips for you guys so you can see them all in detail. Next I'm going in with my Lancome Longwear eyeshadow base in Beige Ivory. Sure. So I'm just going to take that on my finger, and I'm just going to dab that all over the eye and just blend that out really nice. And then I'm going to set that with my L'Oreal TrueMatch powder in Alabster. And I'm just kind of setting that way I've got a good base for my eyeshadow and nothing gets creasy or anything like that. Then I'm going to take the Too Faced Natural Palette Matte Neutral Eyeshadow Collection, and I'm going to be using the shade Heaven with my Morphe E48 Brush, and I'm just going to go over that again to set it extra and to also give me a nice even base. I also just wanted a light base for this because I'm keeping the eyeshadow on the lid very light. Next, I'm going to be taking my Morphe M441 brush with the shade Nudie, and I'm going to start just by taking that on the very outer corner very light-handedly. I'm not taking this very heavy at all, and I'm just really focusing that only in the crease. I don't want to go onto the lid or anything like that, and once I know that I don't have as much product left on my brush, I'm going to just continue to kind of smoke out my inner corner. I'm using this as a really good transition shade. It's a beautiful, beautiful natural color. It's neutral, no warms. It's not, excuse me, it's not too warm and it's not too cool. I really, really do like this shade, and it's just a great shade, I think, for any skin tone. Next, I'm going to be going in with the same brush, and I'm going to be taking Cashmere Bunny, and I am going to basically do the same exact thing that I did with the shade Nudie, and I'm going to just use this to darken up the crease more, and I'm kind of starting to put this a little bit on the outer corner lid, just a little bit more, but I really wanted to darken up the crease more so it was more of a bold eye. Next, I'm going to be taking my Sigma E25 brush with the shade Sexpresso, and I'm going to start putting this on the very, very outer corner. Now I'm just going to take this just to basically pat and pack on the color. I really don't want to get this up in the crease too much yet. I just really want to focus that on the outer corner here. Sexpresso is a really nice deep espresso color. It's very neutral brown though. For as dark as it is, it's a very neutral brown. I want to stick with neutral colors for this look because, I mean, I feel like neutral colors are something that I always come out with and always want to pull from, and I think a lot of people do the same as well, because sometimes around the holidays it's kind of hard to just like really step out of your comfort zone and wear like a green or something. So that's why I wanted to keep this very simple. But again, I'm just packing that onto the very outer corner of the lid and bringing that up just a little bit into the crease. Then I'm just going to take my Morphe M441 brush again and just blend out, even though there's no product on it, just going to continue to blend out that little line of the darker color that we put in the crease there. And then I'm going to take this oldie but a goodie. It is from the NYC, the New York Color Sparkle Eye Dust in the shade Golden Champagne. And this product has a lot of fallout, but I can tell you I wore this all the time in high school, and I still have it because a little goes a long way. So I'm just taking that on the wand, and I'm just bringing that onto the lid, and then I'm taking my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush and just blending that out and getting rid of all of the fallout that happened on my lid. And then I'm going to go back with the same shade Sexpresso, and I'm going to take my Sigma E25 brush and just darken up that outer corner because I feel like with me putting this lid color on, I kind of lost it a little bit. And now for gel eyeliner. I've never done, at least I don't think I've ever done gel eyeliner on camera, but I am taking my Mary Kay gel eyeliner in black, and I'm also taking the e.l.f. Angled eyeliner brush. And normally I use an actual angled brush, but this time I really wasn't feeling it, and I'm just going to draw just a small wing. I Personally, for me, when I put on gel eyeliner, I do not go all the way into the inner corner, just because for me, I feel like it rounds out my eyes too much and I don't like that. I like my eyes to stay almond shaped, so I just take that and just put it towards the, starting at the middle and then just pulling out to the wing. And then I am going to be taking my damp beauty blender and using the Liquid Cushion Compact Longwear High Coverage Makeup in the shade Ivory, in the lightest shade you can find, from Lancome. This is basically like the Lumi Cushion from L'Oreal, but this is like, for me, 10 times better. So I'm just taking that with my damp beauty blender and just putting that all over my face. I find that it works so much better for me when I put it on with a damp beauty blender instead of a brush, because I like the way the damp beauty blender soaks up all of the extra product, and I don't feel like, even though I'm wearing liquid foundation, I don't feel cakey at all. And so this is obviously the lightest shade possible, but it's still really even too dark for me because I am seriously so pale, but I will make it a little bit paler with my powder. But I have to blend this all the way down my neck, like I said, because it is just extremely dark for me, even though it is the lightest shade out there. So pale people probs, I guess. But yeah, I just love this. It's very luminous and hydrating. And then I'm going to be taking the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Light, excuse me, I have the shade Light, and I'm just going to be drawing that under my eyes, and especially down the middle of my face where I want some highlighting to kind of lighten up the foundation just a little bit as well. But this has been my favorite concealer for the past like 4 months. This is the only thing I will use for concealer. I absolutely love it. Normally I don't like to blend out my concealers with a beauty blender, but this one I am totally okay with and I absolutely love it. It's very hydrating, it's not drying, and it doesn't settle into the creases under my eyes, which is awesome. So then I'm taking my Mary Kay translucent powder and my damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to bake my under eyes especially, and I'm also going to bake my chin, my nose, my smile lines, and my forehead, anywhere that I feel like that foundation likes to kind of break up and settle into those fine lines of mine. And I haven't baked for a while, but I really do enjoy it because it really keeps everything in place. Even though it's a little bit mattifying, I still really do enjoy it, and it keeps everything in place. And I don't know what I did before baking came out, but then I'm using the Morphe E48 brush to just kind of wipe any excess that didn't get fully soaked into my skin. Then I'm using the Lancome Absolute Powder Radiant Smoothing Powder in Golden, I believe. Yes, and I'm just going to be putting that all over the face very lightly just for a nice glow, since I did bake and made it more of a matte, my foundation matte. Then I just use that to just kind of lighten up my face a little bit. And then I'm using the shade Sexpresso again with the Morphe G28 Flat Definer Brush, and I'm just going to be taking that on my lash line and just really kind of almost using that as a liner, even though I will go in with more liner. But I just wanted to put that to just darken up the outer corner of my lower lash line. And then I will smoke that out as well. But I really have been loving doing this even when I don't want to wear eyeliner. It really just makes the eyes pop. And then I'm going to be using my It Cosmetics brush. It is a Precision Smudger in number 124, and then I'm using the shade Cashmere Bunny again, and I'm just going to be smoking out that shade Sexpresso and just kind of giving that more of a smoked out look in my under eye. I really like this brush a lot too. It really, really does the job and smokes out your lower lash line very, very well. And then I'm going to be taking my Mary Kay black eyeliner. It's very, very good eyeliner. I absolutely love it. And I'm just going to be lining my waterline, my top waterline. That always, for some reason, when I line my upper waterline, it always tickles so bad, and I can never look at it when I do it, because if I look at what I'm doing, then it makes me laugh and like sneeze. I don't know, it's the weirdest thing. So then I'm going to be lining my lower lash line, and I'm not going all the way into the inner corner. I'm just kind of doing it just really bold on the very outer corner, and then just kind of sweeping it into the middle. And then I'm going to be taking that same shade that I used on the Golden Champagne shade that I used on my lid, and just kind of making that inner corner pop just a little bit more, and just to kind of help blend out the smoked out look on the lower lash line. Then I'm going to be curling my eyelashes with just a regular old eyelash curler that I've had probably for like 10 years. And then I'm going to be using my Maybelline, let me grab it, my Maybelline Mega Plush Volume Express Mascara in Very Black. Yes, Very Black. And I'm just going to be really focusing on really giving my lashes some volume. I don't wear falsies a lot of the time, so I always put a couple coats of mascara on upper and lower lashes just to really give myself a bold look and making sure that the eyeliner really doesn't take away from my eyelashes, because I don't like that look and I love my eyelashes to look really long. Then I've never done my eyebrows on camera, but I'm just going to be using a spoolie to just spool out, just to, comb out my eyebrows. Then I'm using the Anastasia Brow Definer in Soft Brown. Absolutely my favorite eyebrow pencil of all time, and I use the Brow Wiz forever, but I found that this is 10 times easier. It takes me 10 times less time to fill in my eyebrows, because that is like the one thing that I hate doing is filling in my eyebrows, but I have to do it, and I love doing it sometimes because I love to have my eyebrows on fleek. But yeah, so I'm just going to start on the outer tail, and I'm just going to kind of carve out my arch and my tail, and then I'm going to get lighter as I go in. And I always like to start darker on the outside and get lighter as I go on the inside. I feel like for me it looks more natural, because I don't like it when people just have these really thick filled in eyebrows. I don't think it looks very natural and too bold for me. I don't like my eyebrows to be the thing that you are staring at when you're looking at my face. I want everything to look natural. So yeah, I just continue to carve out the outer tail and the arch and just really continue to fill those in, and then I will take a spoolie and really just blend those lines out, blend out anything that I see that I don't like, if it's too dark in one area, if it's too light. I know there's a spoolie on the other end of the brow definer, but mine is super dirty and I don't know how to clean it, so I have one that isn't super dirty, so I'm just going to use that one to blend out my eyebrows. And then I'm going to be using the Mary Kay Brow Gel. This is one of my favorite brow gels of all time, one that I have loved forever, and I'm just going to be using that to just keep my eyebrow hairs in place. That is one of my biggest pet peeves, is when my eyebrow hairs do not stay in place. Even when I'm not wearing makeup, I still use a brow gel. That is one thing I will not leave the house without doing. My eyebrows always have to look good and always stay in place. But this is a really good brow gel. I feel like it really does the job, but it's not like super harsh, but you can continue to build it up as well. But my right eyebrow is the eyebrow I always have the most trouble with, because the hair, it's always thicker over there no matter how much I wax it. The hair is just weird. So my left eyebrow is the good eyebrow, but yeah, I don't know. I know they're not supposed to be twins, they're supposed to be sisters, but I am one for symmetrical eyebrows, so yeah, it's always so hard for me to get them to look alike. Then I'm going to be using my Ride or Die bronzer, my Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula, and my Morphe M523 brush. This is more of a tapered contour brush. I never thought that I would like this when I bought it, and I know I've talked about it in my favorites before, but this is one of my favorite bronzing brushes because it's not as harsh as you think it would when you buy it. Like, it looks like it would just be this super harsh lined contour, but it's not. It does you can just really, really blend it out, and I love the brush hairs as well. So then I'm going to be taking my Milani blush in Romantic Rose. It's the powder blush, and I am going to be taking my It Cosmetics blush brush in the number 227, and I'm just going to lightly dust that on the apples of my cheeks and a little bit higher on the cheekbones as well. I like blush to be on the apples and kind of all over, so I will just apply that very lightly there. And this is a really, really pretty blush. It's very pink, but it's very neutral at the same time. It's very, very nice. And then I'm going to be using my Mary Luminizer by the Balm highlighter with my Morphe M501 brush, my favorite highlighting brush of all time. It is a beautiful brush. It's very soft, and it really does the job of giving me that highlight on fleek look. And I will go in later with a different more powerful highlighter, if you want to say that, so that way I can get more of a bold look. But then I'm just going to be doing it on the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin, and I'll do a little bit on the forehead, but I don't think I put that on camera. So then I'm going to be taking my L'Oreal Color Rich Always Red lip liner. I love L'Oreal lipsticks and lip liners so much. They're like one of the only lipsticks and lip liners I will buy. Like seriously, they are my favorite. I'll buy other stuff, but I always come back to the L'Oreal lipsticks and lip liners. But I'm just going to be outlining my lips here, and I'm also going to be completely filling them in. I like to do this because I find that when I completely fill in my lips with the lip liner, then my lipstick stays all throughout the day, and I don't have a problem with it like leaving. The only kind of problem I have is just kind of like obviously where you would eat, like on the very inner part of your lips, but other than that, it stays very well throughout the day. And my top lip is a little, there's one side, I think it's my right side, that is not as full as my other side on the left side, so I always overdraw that just a little bit, but I don't do it to the point where it looks like I literally stuck my face in lipstick and ate it, because I don't think that's a cute look either. But I'm just going to line that out. This is something that I will spend hours doing, is making sure that my lips look perfect. I will line them with lip liner for days, and if it means that it is literally all over my face, and sometimes it will be, but I always have to make sure that my lips look perfect, especially when I'm doing a red lip. I want to make sure that that red lip is popping and it's sticking out, and it's the piece that you always look at first. But red lipsticks are just like one of my favorite things in life. Brow gel and red lipstick, those are my favorites. That's all I need in life. So then I'm going to be taking my L'Oreal True Red number 315 lipstick and using this. Every time I use the True Red lipstick, it just makes me think of my childhood when I was Snow White one year for Halloween, and my mom was like, okay, you can only wear red lipstick if you don't touch anything in the house and you don't touch your lips. And the smell of it just reminds me of that time of when I was literally so happy to wear red lipstick, and that was the first time I had ever worn a red lipstick, and I was so in love, and I think that's kind of why I love red lipsticks. I don't know. They're my favorite. So last but not least, I'm going to be taking my Urban Decay Naked Illuminated Shimmering Powder in Luminous, and I'm just going to be putting that over the tops of my cheekbones, over my highlight that I already have. And that just completes this look, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and have a Merry Christmas. I will talk to you guys later. Bye!
With